Hi everyone! If you're tuning in today, then you know I have some Disney Doorables to open. And as some of you might know, I first do my recordings and then I go back and do my voiceovers later. Sometimes it's just hard for me to do live reactions, so I do them when I can, but there's something I want to point out with today's unboxing that if you collect Doorables, you'll definitely want to know, because I didn't. Consider this a rant video while I open up the boxes. So generally, I'm not one to do blind boxes or blind bags. I'll do them if I get them on sale or if there's some figures that I really want, which is why I got excited when I saw these Doorables, because they not only have the characters from Up, but they also have the characters from Inside Out. So those two movies were the ones I was most excited for. I have noticed on the bottom of the boxes that there were codes, and I was kind of curious of them, but I left them alone and never thought of them again. That wasn't until recently it was brought to my attention that apparently these codes do mean something. It turns out the codes reflect what characters are inside the boxes, and if you go on Reddit, there's a whole master list of what characters correlate to what codes. I'm just gonna say it completely takes the magic out of all of this. And I know I can just ignore this knowledge and keep it a mystery for myself. That's not the issue. My issue with it is more than likely any code that correlates to an ultra rare figure or even rare figures are probably all snatched up by the time I even get to the store. I just think it's disappointing that here I am picking out these random boxes, and originally I thought it was a great idea that they're in boxes because you can't feel around for a character and you're truly left with a mystery inside, but having a code that tells you what exact characters are inside defeats the whole purpose of a blind box, in my opinion. Now, I have gotten lucky before where I've gotten Ray from the Frog Princess, who's considered to be an ultra rare in the Disney Doorables. So to me, is that just luck, or was it left behind, or the person who took all the other ultra rares just happened to leave it because they already had it? I guess I'll never know, but it's still disheartening. Now, I will say it does look like Disney's finally attempting to change the way that they do the coding. So instead of ink printing it, it's supposed to be imprinted, so it's less visible, and supposedly they're going to start putting it on the inside flap to deter people from cherry picking the ones that they want. Should we take a bet that if and when Disney does switch over to the coding, that there's going to be a rise in the amount of boxes that get ripped open and thrown back on the shelves, or on the opposite end, maybe even a decrease of the amount of product that's even purchased? Regardless though, I do hope that Disney does switch the way they do the coding and start putting it inside the box to prevent people from grabbing the hard to find figures and essentially leaving behind the duds. Maybe when they switch over to doing it this way, I'll venture back to Doorables, but for now, I think this is going to be my last unboxing. On a more positive note, I will say that I did turn Carl, Russell, and Kevin, who I got from a previous unboxing with the Disney Doorables, into the keychain that I wanted, so I'll insert a picture of that here. If any of you like mystery bags or blind boxes, maybe you can suggest what you'd like to open and why. I've seen people open up mystery pin boxes. I'm not a pin collector myself, but I do enjoy watching those type of videos. I just think if I started collecting pins, that would be a whole other obsession that I'm just not ready to get into. So it looks like we're almost done opening up our figures for today. I will say it was pretty cool getting two different color changing figures and also Anger from Inside Out. He might be my least favorite character from the Inside Out series, but he's still a part of it, so consider me happy. Oh, and if you're wondering if the codes will also tell you what color your color changing figure will turn into, yes it will. So if you wanted the orange version of Hank, you could literally just look up his code and know what box to search for. Now, if I had been like the others, I would have definitely noticed I got 3 of the same codes, which is why we got 3 boxes of Louis and Elsa. I didn't know the codes while I was doing this video, so finding out that I got the blue version of Pascal was really cool since I already had the orange one, and now they complement each other. And lastly, moving on to the color changing Mickey, he'll either turn out to be a black and white version or a colored version. I was really hoping for the black and white version, so to see that is in fact what I got made me extremely happy. I have to wash Mickey off a bit more, but overall I like this pair together. If you collect Doorables, let me know if you knew about the code and your thoughts on it. Do you like it since you can know what you're getting before you buy it, or do you also think that it takes away the magic of a mystery? There's no right or wrong answer. Sorry that today's video was a little different than what I had planned. I still appreciate you all hanging out with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, bye friends.